Welcome to the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Podcast. Real people doing real deals in real estate and no fake gurus allowed. We bring you the best and the most real estate investors in the space. They'll be showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly of real estate investing. Like, share, subscribe, get notified. It's the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Podcast.
This is the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Podcast, and today we have we're going to have a recap of the Truth Behind Success podcast, the one we used to have in the past that I did on my own, basically, where I spoke about struggles and challenges and defeats and things of that nature. And I want to show you this. I have these cards, the Think and Grow Rich Prosperity cards. I highly suggest you get them. I read them on a daily basis. And there's a card that usually when I do this type of podcast, I start going through the cards and whatever resonates with me at the moment, that's what I focus my topic on. This particular topic is every human being has the ability to completely control his mind. And I kind of laughed when this one popped up this morning, as I am pulling out and getting ready to do this podcast, because it is completely true. Sometimes we get into anxiety, into what is going to happen in the future, what is going to happen moving forward. As entrepreneurs, we feel the uncertain many times until we understand that we actually seek more certainty than uncertainty. If you can understand me here for a second. So, and the way that I interpret the card is that we have the election, or we have the choice to make. We have a way to make choices, right? And we can either choose to be in fear or to be in control, in power. And I choose to be in power every single time, even though when the odds are stacking against us. For instance, many people, like wholesalers, for instance, that they go get a property under contract and they lock it up. They got good numbers. They did their due diligence. They understand the rehab and all of these things. Then they got to turn around and find a buyer. They're feeling the uncertainty because now they don't have a big buyers list, or they don't know where to seek for these buyers to collect their check. As opposed to being afraid of going and finding those buyers or wondering where they are, then it's just a mind shift. Focus into, where do I find these buyers? Do I go to networking events? Do I go on Facebook on these networking groups? Do I go with another wholesaler that has a stronger buyers list? We do that a lot. We dispose properties for people all over the US, pretty much, because we're very good at finding buyers. And that takes that uncertainty away. It gives them peace of mind that they at least have somebody working with them in order to achieve their goals. So I love this card because it's just so broad. Every human being has the ability to completely control his own mind. Also, referring to your dreams, you should be dreaming every day. You should be looking out to the future. What it is how do you want to project your life going in the future? How do you want your life to be, right? And start eliminating all those doubts, all the self-doubt talk that we do. I used to do that a lot. I don't do it as much because of my personal development now. I have been investing in that big time. I have been reading books. I have been surrounding myself with the right people, going to the seminars, learning from others, partnering up with other people. Like we do a lot that, we partner a lot with other individuals that are either at our level, maybe at a lower level, or a higher level. So for many different reasons, maybe when they're at a lower level, we're helping them out. When they're at a higher level, they're helping us out. And when we're at the same playing field, then we're pretty much collaborating. We love doing that. And it's a way to leverage other people's times, money, ideas, you name it. So every human being has the ability to control his own mind. I keep on repeating it because a lot of us, we're all human beings, and we're living a world of negativity, right? Everything is negative. If you turn on the news, everything is negative. If you turn on, you know, if you read the newspaper, it's negative. As soon as you get on the internet, the first headlines on the main websites that are giving out putting out news and things like that, it's so negative, it's all drama, it's all how do I stir up the pot, right? I elected a long time ago to not watch that, to not be a part of that anymore, to not watch the news, to not watch CNN or Fox News or whatnot. And it was because I was receiving only negative information. I choose to elect to receive positive information. And that's why this card is so important. We have the ability to control our minds. If we can control our mind and we can control our thoughts, we can control our future, regardless of what our present looks like. So sometimes we're going through struggles, or actually in life, you're either coming from a struggle, dealing with a struggle, or headed to a struggle for whatever reason. Okay. That life is just made out of challenges that we have to overcome over and over and over again. And the more I focus on overcoming these challenges, the more we grow. Every time we conquer a challenge, we outgrow it. We get bigger. We grow inside internally. And when the next challenge comes over your way, then it's easier for you to deal with it until you outgrow that next one. And then that's how we grow as people, as persons internally. Okay. So have to elect how to control your mind. How do you control your mind? It's simple. You start reading books. Just start reading 10 pages of a book a day. I have here a bunch of books. Like, for instance, we have the 10X Rule, okay, by Grant Cardone. I highly suggest you grab this book if you want to. Oops, had it upside down. If you want to, scale your business, for instance, he focuses big time on how you can shoot for the stars, so you can add in the clouds pretty much. There's another book called The One Thing that we were talking about on the Clubhouse not long ago. Sometimes people suffer from shiny object syndrome. How do you pick one and run with it? There's plenty of books out there. Think and Grow Rich, of course, like these cards. This is probably the first book that you should read as part of your personal growth. There's plenty of other ones. I would just highly suggest go to a Barnes and Nobles or one of those bookstores that you have in your area. Go to self-development area and start just picking out books. Start reading. The average millionaire reads, I think it's something like 50 books a year or something like that. And if you can read 2 a month or 3 months, it's awesome. But if you don't like reading, start just picking up one book a day. I mean, one book a month. It only takes 8 to 10 pages a day for you to go through a book. I'm reading 10 pages a day. I'm a slow reader. Even when I'm reading, I'm actually getting very distracted with thoughts because I'm thinking about business all the time. Sometimes I'm thinking about my family. Sometimes I'm thinking about different situations that happen within our business, and it's easy to get distracted. But the way your brain gets rewired, and for those of you that like audiobooks, I highly suggest you focus on reading books as opposed to audiobooks. Audiobooks are great. They go on your subconscious mind. But when you're driving, for instance, and you're listening to an audiobook, and you're paying attention to your environment, you're not really focused in on what the audiobook is saying. So reading a book completely rewires your brain a whole different way. So I highly suggest you do that, guys. So, guys, these are short clips that I do. I just want to throw this on a weekly basis. That way I can either impact you or help you in a positive way. These are little tricks and nuggets that we're doing. Buy you a set of these cards, read them on a daily basis, come up with your own thoughts, start learning how to control your mind, and you will have great results moving forward. You guys have a great day. Bye.